Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's SIIA Tech Chats. Joining me this week is Andrey Kudievskiy, CEO of Distillery. Distillery is an international full-service software design and development company. Andrey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Rihanna. I'm glad to be here.
Well, let's start right out by maybe tell us a little bit about Distillery and what makes you guys unique.
Absolutely. Well, as you said, we are a full-service software design and development company. We love working with startups and enterprises, and we have a passion for mobile applications. A couple of our mobile apps are featured by Apple. We have apps that are standing on the third place right after Facebook and WhatsApp. And it's difficult to beat those big tech giants, but we are right behind them. And what makes our company unique, it's the approach that we take working with our clients. We don't leave them once the application is submitted to the App Store or Google Play. We keep working in order to make sure that the application has a real chance to be successful. Because the app is like a baby. Once the baby is born, the work has just begun, and then you need to invest into marketing. You need to invest into ongoing development, support. New iOS 11 is out. You need to support new features in order to be successful, and just make everything so that user loves the product that you do. And that's the model of our work. We provide the full service approach from the idea on the napkin all the way up to the final delivery. And we've seen a couple of companies that we worked with that were sold, bought out, got a significant amount of revenue, as well as VC money.
Now, for those folks who have this great app idea but don't know how to get started, what advice would you give them when they're looking to choose, the right development partner, outside of just picking Distillery, of course?
Well, first of all, I would start with signing an NDA with whoever you want to talk to, simply because that's important, and that's what a lot of people miss. And whenever clients come to us and they just start telling us what they want to build, we're just like, whoa, hold on, here is the NDA that we will be glad to sign, so you feel protected. And that's the first advice. Other than that, it's just getting the understanding of what you're getting into. Some people don't realize how many applications are being published right now on the App Store every day. And if you just throw the application out on the market and don't have any marketing budget, the chance to be successful is actually very slim. So planning ahead and having money or securing money, not just for development, but also for a little bit of marketing push, as well as for ongoing support, is important. So that's the second advice. And last but not least, people don't understand that they're building a separate business. So we work with a lot of entrepreneurs who have their own business and then just the app idea on the side. At some point, they either need to take a lot of responsibility in this application, or they need to hire someone who will be running this new business for them. So that's my three advices.
So talk to us a little bit about the life cycle of an app development project. I mean, I know that I'm sure every project is different in many respects, but what are some of the typical steps an entrepreneur should expect?
Absolutely. Well, as you said, each project is unique in its own way, but there are steps that you cannot miss. First, it's user experience, market research. You need to understand what you have in mind. Is it really what users want? Building a prototype is a great way to start, and then test this. Do as little as you can, do as little as possible, and just iterate on the very small scale. The second step is always UI, user interface, just making things pretty. And then the next step is development. So that's when you actually have to code, and sometimes code a lot. Then launch. You put the application on the App Store. You have some preparation before you do this. I'll give you a good example. We have a client who is building an application similar to TaskRabbit. And what we informed him about is, before you before you open the application to public, you actually need to have providers for the services. Otherwise, when users come and there is no service providers, the application will be dead. So it's a chicken and egg problem, and it's important to know what your application is about and plan in advance. And the last is marketing. You need to keep pushing the application as well as ongoing support. Apple is well known for keeping up to date with the new operating system. So once iOS 11 is out, we got a couple of projects that would require our apps to be modified and updated. So that's the last step. Just keep up with the technology, keep up with the pace. New iPhone is out. iPhone 10 is going to be on the shelves in less than a month. So there are also some specific features that some apps will benefit from. UX, UI, development, marketing, and ongoing support. Those are the steps.
That's a lot of steps, but important ones.
Yes.
You mentioned working with the entrepreneurs all the way through, even after the app's been developed. Can you talk a little bit about IP from that perspective when working with a development partner? Who typically owns the IP?
Of course. Well, the approach that we take is that our clients they take the control of their intellectual property. We don't we don't take the IP for various reasons. So it's all belong to clients. The source code, all the rights to use and reuse the design, their trademarks, logos, whatever we come up with belongs to our clients. It's not ours. And that, I believe, is the way how it should be. You come to us with an idea, it's yours. We help you to build it. We increase your chances to be successful. But ultimately, you are the owner of what you have created.
I think that makes a lot of entrepreneurs feel a lot better.
Yeah,
So
and that's not.
Go ahead.
So we got this question quite often. People do ask us, well, guys, you just build this. What about the source code? Well, it's yours. What about the color schema that you came up with? It's still yours. And the logo, can I use it anywhere else you want to use it? Use it. It's yours.
Yeah, that's great. Now, Andrey, you've had an incredible year, a number of awards, you've had partner certifications, Microsoft, Oracle, and more. What does the recognition you guys received this year mean to you and your team?
Well, for me personally, that's actually a great question. So the recognition is something that you work for. You don't necessarily do this for the award. You don't necessarily do this for the recognition, but that's just a great feeling when you get it, and it's it's a non-monetary compensation for the work you do. And sometimes it's even better than getting paid for your work. It's the understanding that something that you did. Other people think that this is valuable. Other people think that it's beautiful. So for me personally, it's just something. It's like the cherry on the top of the cake. And for the team, I think that also makes them happy, makes them motivated, and to see their work to be awarded and to be recognized in the community. That's one of the better things that you can think of as a result of your work.
Well, Andrey, thank you so much for your time today and congratulations on a fantastic year. I look forward to seeing what happens in 2018. For more information on Distillery, you can visit their websites and tune in next week for SIIA Tech Chats.